Ready? We're live. Yep.
We're live.
All right. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Let's do it.
Welcome to Obviously It's Fake the Pod. Yeah, let me try that again. Welcome to Obviously It's Fake the podcast. I'm Chelsea Potts.
I'm Catherine Doherty.
And we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Ian Vaughan.
Hey guys,
Welcome, Ian.
glad to be here.
Good, good. We're
Yeah.
happy to have you. Ian is my domestic partner.
It's a very nice way to put it.
In
Yeah.
life and love. And he is also an engineer
And all about the Illuminati.
and an Illuminati superfan.
Yes, so I've heard, apparently. I'm really excited about this.
He can't get enough of it.
It's... When you think about how much the Illuminati could, actually control...
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, you know?
I didn't get like a fan of it until I was like, without a shadow of a doubt, this thing is actually real, or some form of it is actually occurring.
So when did
That's
you
what I think.
when did you first start looking into it?
Like 15 years old when I started hearing it in music.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hearing
So
it
like
in
2005.
music, that's
it started,
interesting.
Yeah, it started being like abundantly clear it was in music.
Okay.
Yeah. And then YouTube videos started coming out about hey, here's the history of this artist, and then things seemed kind of weird, and then me and my friends would just deep dive into it and be like, oh no,
Were
this
you
thing
and
is
Grip
real.
always into the Illuminati? Because I feel like Grip
Always.
is so into...
Always, yeah. He was just yeah, it's real. And he had this old Mason Bible. We really got into it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool to see.
Yeah, it's his great grandfather was a 33-degree Mason.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The free.
They got a really old Bible that I
What are there other ones?
I
Yeah.
guess not.
the real one.
I guess there's not
There's the
bound
Shriners.
Masons.
There's the Shriners. Are they in the same field as?
I feel like they got something to do.
They
behind the
kind of
scenes.
are, yeah.
Yeah. So.
They got a hospital chain going.
heal
They
the
do.
blood. Yeah.
Um,
So it was music that started it, but then
Okay.
when I went into it, there's a lot of things that they don't even hide it at this point. It's just
No, it's out.
yeah.
They're like, we're here. We're gonna change the world. Get used to it.
Do you think?
Yeah.
They're in your face. At this point, it's laughable.
Mm-hmm.
But is that what they...
I don't think that's what they
Is that
want.
what they want you to...
No.
Well, no, they're so involved. Like people know about them, and they're so out there to the point where they could just say that they are Illuminati, and so many people will doubt it because it's just so shrouded in mystery, and there's so many people that it's just a part of pop culture now, which is probably what they want because they can.
Yeah. It's a
They don't have to be
huge-
as careful.
So it was not a thing. It was a thing, and then it wasn't a thing for a while, and then it became a thing again, right?
When
You
did
talking about the Illuminati?
Yeah, when,
Yeah.
when was it a thing? When did it start being a
In
thing?
the
was it?
early ancient era
Oh, yeah,
of, and then it was all hush hush for a while, in the 30s and 40s, nobody really talked about it. Then 50s, 60s, 70s happened, and then it started to come around again.
A lot of it has to do with technological advancement that they just, at least I think that they just they couldn't be secret because people were just catching them, and they're
Yeah.
like, this doesn't add up. Why is
Oh,
the
yeah. They got caught, immediately.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, why is the CIA paying journalists and churches to do pro-war propaganda? And they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know?
How do we get around this? What?
Yeah, why
Sorry.
CIA is just buying a bunch of drugs and shipping them there. It's oh yeah, we did that.
Well, it's those blacklisted accounts or whatever in the government's budget. Those what are they called?
What?
They're miscellaneous accounts. that like have money in them, that are just kind of like, oh, we can't.
In the
It's
government's-
classified. We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
These are the accounts.
That's Illuminati accounts.
Yeah,
Those are the accounts for the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that money goes.
Yeah.
side money, side hustle.
Yeah.
The government's got.
Working for the Illuminati.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a side
Yeah.
hustle, or is it money that like the Illuminati is taking from the government?
Yeah.
Or are these accounts expense accounts, or
I feel like they would be a bit of an expense because I feel like, and again, I don't really know, but I don't claim to be an expert. I just feel like I feel like the Illuminati and the government have to have some type of like a gentleman's agreement.
a gentleman's agreement?
Yeah,
They're in the government. They're part of the government. What are you talking about?
it's riddled with members. I mean, the list goes on. However, I feel like there's like the leader of the Illuminati and the leader of the government, not the president, whoever like the leader is. You know who I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, that's the reason why the Illuminati exists in the first
Oh,
place.
that's the whole thing.
They
That's the
don't
whole
want
point.
it's
Right.
to
Got
make
it,
you
got
like
it, got
I
it,
don't
got
want
it.
to let you know I'm controlling
So
everything.
there's this agreement that like, okay, we'll let you get so far,
It's-
but then you need to like.
Did we provide background on the Illuminati?
Did we provide background?
Like the Illuminati, they control everything.
Yeah.
Guys.
that's
for
well,
people who
that's
just
what
don't
we're
know.
gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It's a
Yeah,
it's we just started.
That's the crescendo.
We're just warming
We
up.
just
We're-
started. Like, I feel like you're being a little disrespectful, and you're a guest.
Yeah, I mean, let's rethink the guest policy after this.
It's not
that
starting
out
off.
there.
It's not starting off well.
No.
It's not starting off well.
Gosh.
Yeah, new year, new world order. That's what I always say.
I like that.
Mm.
No, not the idea of New World Order.
Okay.
The same.
Yeah. All right. So, history of the Illuminati for those who are too impatient to wait.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Anyway. All right, so the Illuminati actually started in Germany.
Really?
Yes.
I'm intrigued. Go on.
All right. So, during the Enlightenment period in Germany, which was like 1685 to 1815, religion used to be like the backbone of society, right? Like,
Sure.
That's what,
Christianity and all that.
exactly. Everybody loves the Christians. But
I mean, I don't know that that's true.
it's not. However,
Then or now.
well, I mean, back then, well, yeah, no, they didn't love it. Yeah, you're right. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, there were some tricky bits. But anyway, during the Enlightenment period, or the Long Century, as it's sometimes referred,
That sounds depressing.
it's not depressing. It's
Okay.
actually like pretty cool. Don't be.
I'm sorry.
I hate that like your bedtime is 9:30 every night and you can't stay awake.
It doesn't. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna force feed you coffee. So anyway, this was when like philosophers really started like coming in. Like this was like
Aristotle.
yeah, like Francis Bacon, Thomas Hobbes, Galileo,
Galileo.
Voltaire,
Voldemort.
him too, yeah. So they
He's a
He's
bit
started.
of a-
definitely in the Illuminati.
Oh, and he was a bit of a
Voldemort?
philosopher. I mean, let's be real.
Kind of, yeah. But he was, yeah, for sure in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he was a master of riddles. There's a connection.
Well,
Get
yeah.
on the case.
There's some Harry Potter nerd right there. Like,
Right.
just nerded out for a second.
Like
Sorry.
fan fiction. That's not what this is about. I apologize.
Oh, you could start some fan fiction about Voldemort being in the Illuminati, though. I think that would be very readable to a large number of people.
Already looks like a lizard person.
He does, yeah.
I mean, there's so many connections. I'm copywriting this idea. Don't steal it.
That's a good idea.
Copyright.
That's
Harry
how that
Potter.
works, right?
Do it.
You can copyright Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling is, you know,
I don't know,
she's a
maybe
dick anyway.
The
Fuck her.
Wow.
Fuck her.
Maybe.
J.K. Rowling, that is a bold take. Let's just make the
Well, she's like very transphobic.
Yeah, that's what I was just like. But Harry Potter, though.
Yeah, I didn't say fuck Harry Potter.
That's true.
Harry Potter's not transphobic.
He might be, though.
I mean,
Did we ever go there? I don't think.
She would
we
never.
can't ask him.
Yeah.
Because he's not real.
We could ask Daniel Radcliffe, but
I feel like
feel
he's
like
the only person that would know, really.
Well, he said
Harry
he
Potter.
made
He's like-
he made an announcement
Yeah.
that Harry Potter
He's cool.
supports the trans community.
Yo, J.K. Rowling was probably, like, pissed.
I mean, whatever.
But
Yeah,
like
no, but yeah.
he has to protect
Fuck her.
his own.
Fuck her.
Fuck her. We
Fuck
already
her.
said that.
Yeah. We covered that. Yeah.
Anyway,
So also the like age of philosophers becoming a thing also was the age of secret societies becoming a thing. So you give, you know, way to
like
the
tunnel societies,
What'd you say?
like tunnel societies.
No. Not like that.
All right. I feel like that's on the horizon. Just gonna put that out
Well,
there.
yes, there could certainly be people living in the tunnels, but I am not referring to I'm not referring to a society of people who live in the tunnels.
Okay.
I'm just referring to secret societies like the Illuminati.
Or like the Knights of Columbus.
Totally.
I'm not sure what they do.
The Knights of Columbus? I don't know what they do either.
I know they're a charitable organization.
Like Ohio?
Are they? I don't think that
I'm
they're
not
a
sure.
charitable
Ohio or
organization.
Christopher?
I'm not. The Knights of Columbus, maybe.
No, like the where like there's
Christopher
like
Columbus, right?
Yeah, they're
like
Reverend
there's like
Christopher.
wedding venues.
Yeah, they have like halls, but I feel like they're also like
yeah, they have like lodges
Them?
and shit.
I guess, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're a little. Secret.
I think that's like it's like a social club,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, it's like a social club. They're kind of they could be secret.
There's not a real definition.
I don't know. I'm not in it, so I don't know what they do.
I'm not sure. Does it?
I don't know anybody who is in it, so maybe they are secret.
Heavily
Yeah, that's more shady when you think
male.
about it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't
If
know
you don't know any
anybody.
members, then it's probably a secret club.
Yeah.
I don't know any members.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know anybody who knows anybody.
That's what I'm also saying.
Wow.
And that can't be a coincidence.
No, yeah, that's not.
Let's bookmark
And there's
this.
3 of us here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like a big enough sample size,
To be
I
like,
would say,
let's see.
to make an accusation like that.
We know everyone that's doing everything except that.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
like statistically.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Secret societies. Okay, so like the Freemasons, right? And that's how the Illuminati started.
Okay.
Was in the Freemasons. Our boy, the founder of the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt.
It sounds French.
It's not, it's German. It sounds German too, right?
Weishaupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds German.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's still alive.
He is still alive.
He is?
Yeah. He founded the Illuminati in 1773. He's still alive.
You sound like you have your doubts.
I have sincere doubts. He sounds so he can't be.
Well, the Illuminati's still alive, so he's still alive.
Yeah, I guess in spirit.
His legacy is still alive.
Yeah, he lives on.
He might be really still alive.
He might be really still alive. I don't know. He could be a vampire or a lizard. That's definitely possible.
I mean, in the world of conspiracies, isn't most things possible?
What did I say his first name was?
Alfred?
No, it was Adam.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that I said the
I
right
knew
name.
it was
Yeah.
close.
That was all.
To an A.
Okay, so Adam Weishaupt. He creates the Illuminati. He's the founder of the Illuminati. He is born in Germany in the mid-1700s. His parents are Jewish. They pass away, and he gets adopted by this Protestant, like, college professor who's kind of, like, a little funky and, like, new agey, and he's, like, very into the Great Enlightenment, and he's, like, very into philosophy and free thinking and all of that type of shit.
So, like, a pre-hippie, if you will.
Yeah, he's, like, a hippie.
All right.
And when Adam Weishaupt grows up, he converts from Judaism to
Illuminati.
Protestant. No, to being a Protestant. I don't think Illuminati. Well, it didn't exist yet because he didn't create it yet.
Oh, okay. That
You know
we're
what I
okay. This is just base.
Yeah, he's living. He's
History.
the founder.
Okay.
Yeah, he asked for history. We're giving him history.
I
I
apologize.
like
You know what I
it.
mean?
I like it.
Forgive me.
Well, background. You asked for it.
It goes way back.
It does. Yeah, it goes back to the 1700s. Anyway, so
Salem
Adam
witch
Weishaupt.
trial times.
No.
No, that's not it.
I
That's
think
not
it's-
correct.
Salem's like a little, I think, like 100 years after that, right?
1800s?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think around there. Maybe.
I don't know. That wasn't the assignment. So I'm not prepared to speak on that.
I apologize. Go on.
Anyway, so he follows in the footsteps of his adoptive father, right? And he also becomes like a funky hippie college professor. He's like smoking pot with his students and like, you know, growing his hair long and
Wearing moccasins.
being an asshole.
Those
Being an
guys.
asshole.
Vests.
Yes.
Wait, not all hippies were assholes.
He probably had like
He, though.
relationship with his students.
That's
You know what I
that's
mean?
not okay on any
straight up
level.
Ted Mosby.
Ted Mosby, yes, exactly.
God, what a dick.
I
What?
hated Ted Mosby.
Everybody hated Ted Mosby.
The issue with Ted, I just want to say this and I'll never talk about it again.
How come there weren't any black people on that show?
Because there's no black people in New York.
Obviously.
Have you been there?
Yeah,
0 black people.
I saw some black people.
Were they just like passing through?
How do you even assume that?
Look, when you think of Brooklyn, I think of
White people? Yeah. I think of white people when I think of Brooklyn, too.
Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, New York, America. I just think of white people.
This took a strange turn.
There's black people in New York. I just want to.
Ted Mosby, when you watch him
Just
in
not on that
rapid
show.
succession.
There's just no black people on that show.
No black people
No,
on that show.
There's not.
There's like not even black extras.
No.
There wasn't any black people on Friends.
It made me appreciate Friends a lot more because, like, okay, we're talking about Friends. Okay, Ross's girlfriend was black, and she was like a physicist or something, like really like
Yeah.
positive. So that was good, and like she was like the only one. But then like How I Met Your Mother came out, and it was just like, okay, Friends is, you know,
That was too
basically
controversial.
Roots at that point.
Oh.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
that's
it
a
was.
stretch.
In comparison,
Okay.
it is Malcolm X,
What?
starring Denzel Washington.
A beautiful film. I've watched it recently, and it was great.
Did you? You had 3 hours?
I did.
Yeah, well, I guess 2020.
Yeah.
If you have anything, it's 3 hours.
In less than 3 hours, it's not going to be 2020
True
anymore.
that.
Yeah.
You don't seem excited.
No, I am. I'm excited. I'm excited. 2020 was actually like a pretty good year for me. I'm not like mad at 2020. I get that there was like a pandemic, and there still is a pandemic.
Sure.
But
You didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
That's what it sounded like. I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
I'm
No.
upset with 2020 because of the fact that the pandemic happened and changed everyone's lives.
I'm
Well,
not
yeah,
a-
you had to like reschedule your wedding and shit.
Yeah, you know.
I don't want to like go too off topic, but I like just heard that like the new strain like makes you temporarily blind.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, it's really bad. And it's like terrible. Have you heard about what's going on in London and like the UK? Did
Is
you
it
talk
like, going
to
really bad? Oh, my family.
Aunt
that's-
Jen?
Yeah, like I have family in the UK that I never talk to and should talk to more. But no, they haven't said anything about like the new strain of COVID or. And I just recently talked to them.
That's scary.
But
Having
the
to
first
deal
case
with
was what?
country
It was in the
codes.
U.S. It's in the U.S. It was in Washington.
Yeah, but it's not. It's bad over there.
In London?
Yeah. Well, in the UK. I don't know London specifically, but definitely in the UK. They approved a new vaccine that doesn't have to be stored at the
Sub-zero
super
temperatures.
Big.
Mm.
Oh, God, I didn't know they were going through it like that.
Yeah,
But
they're going through it.
if it's really like that where you go blind, then like I'm not going to work because like if I'm driving to work and I like all of a sudden can't see, like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, well, how
I'm
does
cool.
that happen?
I'm cool on that.
Yeah. That's not cool.
That's a game changer.
That's a game changer. Sudden blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they have the strain in New Jersey. They just found it. The strain that was in the UK, it's in New Jersey now.
Oh man, I didn't hear that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. I could have misheard, but I think that's what I heard.
Anyway, this is actually next
Yeah,
week's
this
episode.
is next week.
So
yeah.
we're really jumping
2020
ahead.
is over.
We really are. We're really
2020
trying
is
to
ending.
get 2020
But
out.
COVID
Yeah,
is
we
not.
we will cover coronavirus, but we had to enlist the help of an actual expert because we're not.
Far
so-
from it.
Yeah, so that'll be coming. But
Yeah.
moving on, what were we talking about?
The Illuminati.
The
and
Illuminati?
the history of the Illuminati.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay, so he is a college professor. He's a Protestant now.
Ted
He's like doing his whole thing. He's like living the life of Ted Mosby in New York with no black people. But this is
Trying to find the love of his life.
yes. However, this is Bavaria.
There's really no black people.
There's really no black people because we're in Bavaria, and it's also 1773 at this point. And he's like, bam, I just had a great idea. I'm going to create a secret society to rule the world. Because, like, the worst thing, like, the hardest part about ruling the world, right, is that when you're ruling the world, you're constantly under, like, the criticism of the public. You know what I mean?
But just you're in power doesn't matter. The public's opinion doesn't matter because you're in power.
Yeah,
if you're a
but the
dictator.
public does matter. Like, the public's opinion does matter because dictators get overthrown, not flown.
Well,
They could
either
fly.
way.
They
They
could
fly
fly.
other places.
Yeah, they could fly. Anyway, so he's like, the best way to get in power and stay in power is if nobody knows that you're in power, right?
Ooh,
So he's like, I'm
behind the scenes.
gonna start my own secret society. I've got to learn about secret societies first. So first I'm going to join the Freemasons. I've got to get in there. I know that that's a secret society that exists, so I'm going to infiltrate that, number one. So he joins the Freemasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he makes some friends, and he gets kind of like a right-hand man at this point.
Like a number two.
Yeah, and he's like, listen, I have this idea, right? Hear me out. We're going to make our own secret society. It's going to be even more secret than the Freemasons. It's going to be extra secret because you heard about the Freemasons. I heard about the Freemasons. We both came here to join. It's simply not secret enough.
We need to make something even more secret.
Extra
they,
secret.
They said, like, wait, we found out about it, so it's not secret enough?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not secret enough. Also, they felt like the Freemasons were like a little bit too into religion. Like they wanted no religion, very much like just like different values. You know what I mean? They were kind of like they were like, we got to get rid of these old fuddy-duddies from the Freemasons.
I see.
We need to start thinking a little bit more forward. And they're not doing a great job of that, but we're going to do an excellent job. So they start the Illuminati, right? Then, also he calls himself Brother Spartacus, which is really fucking dumb.
I like it. Brother Spartacus. Brother Spartacus. That's just how I imagine you would say it with that type of accent.
But they're German.
Oh.
Oh, that doesn't
Try it
even-
again. Yeah, do it. Try to be German.
I can't. Brother
You can-
Spartacus.
No. I think you can.
Like, Brother Spartacus.
That's closer. You're doing very well.
That's like Welsh or like Dutch.
Yeah, but you're getting closer
like
to
Holland.
Germany. Yeah, you're getting
I'm
more.
getting there.
Yeah.
Bruder.
Ooh.
What's his name?
Brother
Spartacus.
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 Bruder Spartacus.
That was great.
I got
Really
it.
good.
I
That
got
was
it.
really good. Yeah, that was excellent.
All right.
Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. So, and he also like pitches it to people as like being like an illuminated Freemason, like as it's like part of the
The
Freemasons.
gold package.
But it's like a secret club within the Freemasons. You know what I mean?
Is there like a
the
pension?
cool table.
Ooh, the cool
Yeah, the cool table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there a pension?
I feel like the Freemasons were like a laboring society that like took care of each other monetarily.
Yeah, but not the Illuminati.
Oh, well, that's not a great
The
incentive.
Freemasons were no, they weren't all like
Am
that.
I thinking of just like unions?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know a lot of Freemasons, and they say that they're just all about charity. They're just all about giving back to hospitals and things like that, and holding fundraisers.
They
But,
say
like,
that.
But you don't gotta have, just specifically in this area, you don't have to have a huge fucking church in Center City and meet once a week in like a really ritualistic way to donate to charities.
No,
Like,
you don't need to do
you
that.
could just send an email and be like, yo,
Yeah, you
this
could
is
just
what we're
send them a
donating
check,
to. There's
yeah.
like,
You don't want to have secret rituals?
it depends on the ritual.
You've never thought to yourself,
Oh.
like, what am I missing? A secret ritual.
You know, like everyone likes like a secret handshake. You know,
Mm-hmm.
makes you feel good.
That's a good one. Secret
But
handshake.
like, no butt stuff. You didn't think I was gonna say like
I didn't-
there's
No butt stuff.
there's rumors that butt stuff happens. I don't think it does, but
You
I
don't
don't want to
think it
do that
does?
ritual. I mean, it does probably in like sectors.
It's
because,
2020.
because
I
people
guarantee you that
may
there's
want to do
butt stuff happening.
But I'm talking about ritualistic, like,
I'm
oh, we're just going to
uncomfortable.
do this in like a huge Masonic church every Christmas. I don't think that stuff is happening.
Oh, you mean like the raping?
Yeah. No, I don't mean.
Are you talking about the raping?
It's not funny. Rape is not funny. I meant about like in the Christian or the Catholic Church.
Well, in the Masonic church too,
Yes.
you know. But no, I am not referring to
Are you talking about the rapes?
consensual homosexual sex being a ritual. I'm talking about like the ritual.
I see. So okay, riddle me this:
Ah.
Are we not, as human beings, ritualistic?
Oh, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, we totally just like day by day get up, get our coffee, go to the bathroom, watch the news, let the dogs out, get dressed, get a shower, go to work. Not in that order, obviously.
Do you think that's just natural, or do you think that there's something making you ritualistic?
I mean, we could really dig deep into that.
The Illuminati.
Exactly. They're pumping it in that we have to have this ritual. I was talking about it on one of the other podcasts we did where, you know, the news, they're shoving the news in your face 24/7. And the cat's like, well, yeah, but you don't have to watch it. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know I don't have to watch it, but, like, I go to turn on the TV. What's on? The news.
The fucking
Like, from
news.
from 5 a.m., really, to about 9, there's news. And then you have your morning talk show stuff. Then 12, you got the news. Then you got another 1 o'clock GMA, what you need to know. I like ABC. I mean, you know, you don't have to be partial. Then you got your Rachel Ray, and you got your soap. And
Chelsea,
then you're
who
back
the fuck
on the news.
spends the whole day
Watching one channel?
watching the news cycle of one channel?
I do.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like old people.
Graham used to do it all the time.
Yeah, my aunt Nunu. Soap operas, news,
But
till she goes to
That's
sleep.
it.
Till
yeah.
she goes to sleep.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, this is what they're shoving it in there. But the Illuminati, the government, the news, they all have this, like, twisted agreement.
I am in 100% agreement with it.
Thank you. He was with me on that.
Yeah.
He knew what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
you watch the news, 12 hours, and, like, it's like 12 news stories and the weather.
Yeah.
Is that what
And
really...
traffic.
Yeah, and traffic. It's like, okay, there's more stuff going on.
Well,
It seems controlled. Just feels like that.
Even traffic is controlled if you get down to it. Someone's pressing the buttons.
I'm not saying that, like, nobody's controlling the media. I'm just saying
Well-
you really don't have to watch the news all day long.
I know.
Sure.
And you've said this before. I should.
Nobody's making you do that.
I know it. Or are they?
Are they?
And this didn't used to
It's-
happen to you when you had to, like, physically go to the office.
True. Very true. Because I work from home, I now have an addiction
news on all
to
day.
the news.
But yeah, that's the Illuminati. The Illuminati's goal is to control, but not dominate. And what better way but keep you distracted?
Wow. They didn't do too hot when they first started out. I'll tell you that.
They got, but they got the right people. After.
Well, okay. So basically, they took over a bunch of Freemason lodges in Germany, right? They are like taking over different Freemason lodges, growing their membership exponentially.
Was there fees?
No.
Okay.
That
It
was
wasn't.
probably why it was growing.
Yeah.
Free
They
to
didn't
join.
charge anybody. Free to join.
Masons, you
Free
gotta
to
pay
join.
dues.
They were actually like very picky though. For a group that was like, we don't want to have anything to do with religion, in order to join the group, you had to be between the ages of 18 and like 35, and you had to be a Protestant. No Jews.
That's a little.
No Jews. What?
No Jews. And he was a Jew.
What is
So
the
he
deal?
was he
with
supposed to be the only Jew?
Well, he converted to Protestantism.
Oh, right.
He was
right.
like, no,
he got
no Jews, no, like, he didn't want anybody who was, like, too witchy. Nobody who was into, because there was also, like, the Rosicrucians were big at that time. That was, like, the other secret society that was, like, really hopping, besides the Freemasons, were the Rosicrucians. And they were, like,
I'm not
very,
familiar.
they were, like,
No,
very,
no, no.
like, voodoo-y. Like, they were all about, like, not voodoo-y, that's not the right word. But, like, they were very into, like, they were, like, we keep the secrets of the universe and shit. Like, that our secret club is all about the secrets of the universe. Like, that's what we do. And also, like, magic and shit. Like, secret magic, whatever. It's no big deal.
To claim that, I feel like is a little ballsy. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I need some
a
documentation.
magic secret society. You said the Illuminati didn't do so hot. I mean, if you're a competition, they know magic.
Mm-hmm.
And they control the universe.
The secrets of
Well,
the
yeah,
universe.
so they took over a bunch of Freemason lodges, and then they, like, and then they revealed themselves, right, in a newsletter.
Oh, that's probably why they messed
secrecy.
up. Yeah. They messed
Yeah,
up.
they revealed themselves in a newsletter that
They
they
probably
sent out.
look back and like, that was our biggest blunder right there.
Yeah, the newsletter. Now people know that we exist.
They were like, "Hey, we're the." Well, they didn't send it to everybody. They sent it to everybody in the Freemasons. They were like, "Hey, we're the Illuminati. We're taking over. You can join us, or you can fucking not and get fucked."
Ballsy. I like it. What happened?
I feel like some people joined.
Yeah. Right?
Some people joined. A lot of people didn't.
Mm.
Like, most Freemasons thought that they were like young extremists. Like, they were, like, a little too enthusiastic, had a little too much time on their hands. They were, like, the Democratic Socialists of the party at the time. And they were like, you're too excited.
Calm
You're
down.
too excited.
Calm down, son. You're too,
Relax.
Get some bees in your britches.
Okay.
It makes sense that they would look for kind of liberal people to join.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. But, yeah, they, like, you know, they didn't do, like, super great. Not a lot of people were, like, some people were interested, but not a lot of people. And,
Marketing.
yeah, they just, like,
They didn't have it.
they fizzled out. Adam Weishaupt wrote, mostly they fizzled out because they started doing a shitty job. Like, there was, like, you know, angst among the ranks, if you will. There was, like, a little too much, like, competition between Right Hand Man 1, Right Hand Man 2, whose names escape me at this point. And I didn't put them in my notes, so I can't reference that.
Wow.
But, you know.
Chelsea, bombshell.
What?
I was the Illuminati came to me one time.
No.
That's true, yeah. Ian was actually approached by,
Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I never. Oh yeah.
So like you can like say like that it's real. Like
I
they
know
exist.
100%.
They're like, was it like
I know
a guy in
100%.
like Men in Black glasses with like a card that just had like a number and a symbol on it?
No, I wish.
How cool would that have been?
It was like the most. It was probably the most uncool experience. Like when you said that they were bad at recruiting, I'm like, yeah, they still are. Like.
because they tried to recruit you.
They tried to
and
recruit
did a
me.
terrible job.
Here's why I think they recruited me. I'm not saying like I'm not.
Because
like,
you're the shit.
I'm trying to say I'm not the shit.
Well,
I was working for a company, Alcoa,
Okay.
and they're a Fortune 500 company. It was like a big job out of college, and like I was working on this like automotive project that was changing from like pickup trucks and vehicles from like steel to aluminum, and it was like gonna really change the landscape of the automotive industry if it caught on.
okay.
So it would like really take away from steel, go to aluminum. It would like shift a lot of things. And I was involved on the project. There was a brand new chemical that was being made. We built it from the ground up. I was the lead engineer on it. And I'm in the Midwest, just like in a bar, just talking to someone about it. Just talking to a guy that was just at the bar,
Yeah.
like an old, salt and pepper hair, suit, professional looking dude. And like as I'm talking to him, he's like making sure I stay there and talk to him, and he wants to learn more about it. And then like more people in suits like show up, and like they're like friendly,
Yeah.
But like they're like, hey, we're going to like this place or whatever, and then this bar, and then like pay for drinks, and I'm like, all right, cool, like we can hang
Right.
out. But it gets like kind of weird. Like they like take me to this place, like that's behind the bar. Like maybe they said like they knew the person there, and I'm pretty drunk at that
Yeah.
point. And
Wait.
They kind of kidnapped
They
him.
took you behind the bar to a different... Is this like a different place, like they just took you behind a building? Or they took you
no, they took
to
me
like
to
another... like a back entrance?
Yeah,
of
they
a
took me
thing?
like to like.
Were you outside
I
or
was
inside?
No, I was inside. I was inside. They took me to like behind like the bar establishment and like up the stairs in just a room that was like an office.
Okay, I got you.
Right.
Okay, so you're in an
But
office.
it was still like
Okay.
chill. It wasn't like, yo, like why did you guys take me here?
Okay.
It was like, yo, like we know this dude.
We're
free
gonna go
drinks
hang
here.
out
We're just
up
gonna chill,
here.
watch TV. What's up? Like,
Okay.
but then it got like kind of weird. Where
Right.
I felt like it
Well,
got weird
I
at that
knew
point.
that it was gonna get weird. It sounds like... Are they gonna...
you think
Yeah.
they're gonna like what group stabbing?
No. That is a big fear of Ian's, is to be caught in a group stabbing. Where like...
What are you gonna do? What are
Where
you
like
gonna do?
somebody... Because it's
Where you
like...
gain someone's trust, right? It sounds weird, but like my
It's
number one
very
fear,
specific.
you gain someone's trust, and they invite you to a place with like a lot of people to like meet people,
Yeah.
right? And they're like introducing you, and then like that person stabs you. The person that they introduce, you're like,
and you're
what?
like, oh my god.
And then you look at like the person that you trust, like, what the hell? And then,
then
they
stab you too.
And then everyone starts stabbing.
The whole room
The
of
whole
people
room
is
just
just like
starts
stabbing you,
And
and
what
that's
can you do
how
at that
die.
What can you do?
That's it.
No,
That's like a big
I was
fear
getting
of
recruited.
this.
I wasn't getting recruited.
That's not what happened in
Yeah.
this
I
specific
didn't get group
situation,
stabbed.
but that is a big fear of his.
I was not getting recruited for the Illuminati.
Oh,
I'm not even
not funny.
close. But they wanted to use me as a tool to feed them information, I think, about like how like
about the expansion.
how
that you were
if this
working on.
expansion was being successful,
was
if it was
gonna
working.
Change the automotive industry forever.
It has like more aluminum is being used, like, but that's different. But like, yeah, they wanted to know like, is this something that's like probably has legs or not, or is this something that just a company's just trying? So they wanted information, and like I didn't have that much. Like, I had like a confidentiality agreement so I was like, nah, I'm not really into that. Like,
Yeah, I can't
I'm
really
not
talk
gonna
about
I'm not
it.
gonna just talk to you. I don't know you. I met you. But then they were just like, we'll like make sure that you will be like,
Taken care
yeah, like
of.
successful. Like, even if like you lose this job,
How
we'll
did
get
they
you
convey
connected
that
to.
to you, though?
They were like, well, they said like, well, this guy is like, he knows the dean to this college, and he knows like a guy at John Deere who could get you a job. Like, you don't even have to interview. Like, they were saying things like that. Like, we have like connections where like you're gonna be fine. Like, smart black man like you, get you right in, right?
Were they black?
No, they were all white. But like they knew that like a black engineer is getting in places because like there's none, right? So in the Midwest of all places, right? You wanna talk about.
It's a rarity, I would say.
So yeah, and I was like, okay,
Like, but what's the
going on? Like, yeah, what's going
Yeah.
on? So they put this like contract in front of me, like this paper, like a 3-page paper. It looks nice.
A contract?
Like, not a contract. Like, they just put a piece
Because
of
when
paper.
you say they put a contract in front of you,
It
like
was something I
now
had
it
to
sounds
sign.
like you're making it up.
It was something I had to sign. It was something I had to sign.
Okay.
Right?
That was like, we were never here if this goes south.
Yeah, like, I didn't read it. I was
Okay.
really
You didn't
drunk.
read it?
I was like,
Did you
let
take
me
a pic?
I gotta let you know why I didn't read it. Because, like, I was about to read it. And, like, but they wanted me to write it. And I swear I'm not lying. I told you this story, and I swear I'm not lying. They wanted me to write it in my own blood. They wanted me to prick my finger and write it in my own blood.
What? They
And I
wanted
was
you
like-
to sign your name in your own
And,
blood.
like, I sobered up quick because I was like, I know about this.
I don't know
I
if
know
I believe
exactly
this.
about this. Because
You told me this
because
story
before
years
that-
ago, and I think that he's making
I'm not
it up.
lying. I'm not
I
lying.
think he's making
Before
it up.
that, like, I heard a Jay Electronica song where he was like revealing himself to be a part of Rock Nation, and he said something like that I got picked and the fingers got pricked. That's a rap lyric in there. And if you're familiar with Jay Electronica, he's currently married to a Rothschild, which is a family that's definitely prominent in the Illuminati, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, like up there. He's married to one. So like that went to my mind, and I was like, I'm leaving. I gotta get out. And I like bolted out.
You ran out of there?
I like ran. I like walked really
you were
fast
like,
because I didn't want him to
I've been warned about this.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that I've been warned about it because like they kill people. Like if it was really the Illuminati, like
Well,
they kill
but you
people.
weren't actually warned. You just heard it in a song.
I just heard it in a song, but like if I said like, I was just like, nah, I'm cool. Like I'm scared of needles. I'm out. I don't want to get pricked. I'm out. Got a couple like numbers from before, and like I don't know what they are. I was drunk on my phone. Like I could try to call every one of them, but
No, don't do it.
yeah, that's
Do
what
you
happened.
regret not joining the Illuminati?
It's not joining the Olympics. They just wanted me to feed them like
You would have been
information.
an
Yeah, I'd have just
informant.
been like a very like a tool.
I don't know. Would that have been your opportunity to get in?
Get into the big leagues. Be
Yeah.
Could
president.
invest. Is there a president
Is there a president?
of the
no, I
Illuminati?
mean of the United States
Not
of
of
America.
the United States of America.
Because
I
like
know
members of the
that
Illuminati
exists.
have been president.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my
many, like,
Illuminati story.
Congress. That's great.
And that was before. That was after I got into the Illuminati. Like, so like when that happened to me, like I got home and like I was kind of jazzed about it.
Well, yeah.
You know, I was kind of like.
I would have been a little
They
scared.
want the boy. Like, but
They
after
want the boy.
after I was like, well, do they know where I live? Did they follow me or anything like that? But I was just like, you know what? Like the facility that we worked at was like 2,300 people. And I feel like they just saw me at a bar and was just like, this is opportunity to get in at Alcoa. You know? Like I feel like somebody else got targeted the same day or maybe some other day, and
Like a sales rep.
yeah,
trying
I think they
to
just went after everybody.
hit the quota.
And it's like such like a like it's a. I guess you had to get to a certain point where like this is freaky, but people don't really talk about it. And even if we do, I talk about it to you, and you don't believe me. It's like it's such a part. It's such a part of pop culture that like
it sounds fake.
They wanted to prick my finger.
It sounds fake. I believe you. I believe you.
They wanted me to write it in blood.
Blood.
Why?
The first time that you told me that story, though, you made it sound like you were in like a much fancier.
The bar I was at was pretty fancy, but like not like in a fancy restaurant.
No, you made it sound like the place that they took you to was really fancy.
Yeah, this sounds like an office building.
Yeah.
Like somewhere.
It was a personal, no, not
like
an
a
office
drop
building. It was like
ceiling.
a personal office,
Mm-hmm.
like someone's personal office.
Oh, with like books and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Not an office building.
With they have books.
They got it, like the library, like behind them. It's like a nice backdrop, or like a fish tank.
And I drink a lot too, so maybe if they're just like, yo, if they wanted to get me like blackouts,
You could have been in the New World Order.
I'm cool. Then like, what would happen? Like they could just kill me.
Yeah,
They make whole planes disappear.
Yeah, but they could kill you.
You could disappear
Now.
You could.
I guess they can kill me now. They could definitely. We're live and stuff like that. They could totally.
Yeah, you
just
just told that story.
Nobody's gonna be like, people tell Illuminati stories all the time and like they don't believe it, but I believe them because it sounds like eerily similar. It's like just piss poor recruiting.
Piss poor recruiting.
You would think like if the Illuminati was coming to you, they'd be like gold bars. They just like stack them up.
Stack gold bars
If
in
they
front of
would've-
you.
They just.
Honest to God, if they would have just like opened a briefcase and it had
Filled
cash
with
in
money.
it, I'd be like, all right,
Whatever you guys want.
fuck it. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't do that. So like, fuck them.
Well, I feel like they're probably pretty underfunded.
You think they're underfunded?
I doubt that.
At the start.
Why do you think they're
At the
underfunded?
start, I'm gonna say they were underfunded for
But
sure.
this is
now.
This
Now.
happened
I
in
was
2000.
15?
Yeah.
No, there's celebrity investors and all that, so of course not. They have
Well,
money.
they control the world.
Yeah. They have all the money.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly they disbanded in like 1800.
Weird.
No,
Weird, because that didn't
They
happen.
lasted for like 30 years.
that didn't happen.
That
30
didn't-
years and then they just quit? I don't think so.
Bilderberg is Illuminati, and they meet every year.
Bilderberg is very sus. I will give you that.
That came up a lot in my research, that name.
I mean, they have a meet. It's in the public eye. We have a meeting every year, a conference. Where's that conference? Where did you say the Illuminati started?
Germany.
The conference is in
Bavaria.
Germany.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. The conference is in Germany every year. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a connection. The conference is in Germany every year.
We're on the case.
There's a place where there's
We're connecting the
royalty
dots.
from every country with politicians, with CEOs.
Isn't that the Geneva Convention?
Just super conflicts of interest. No. It's like the UN, but like not, because like the royal family's not allowed in the UN, and
Why
like
not?
Jeff Bezos can't just chill and talk to every representative of the country in one
Well,
room.
yeah, so the Bilderberg meetings were, they were started by our homie at the helm of this situation, Rockefeller, right? He was like, we need to have, like, a fucking meeting where the world's elite can get together and just, like, talk about stuff.
Make sure everything's going according to plan.
And not have not have the outside world influencing it.
A lot of measures are taken to make sure that it's completely confidential.
Mm-hmm.
That if you are not in the meeting, you don't even know a word that was said.
They, they do. So they, release, you can go on their website and see, what their topics are every year. They put on,
Come on, bro. Listen, I'm going home and I'm going to talk about lettuce. Take my word for it. I posted it on a website,
Yeah.
They're talking about what to do in the next year
They
to control us.
they put pretty controversial topics on their agenda items,
Like what?
But
Internet stuff? It's not. They're not talking about that stuff. They're not talking about that stuff. Are you kidding? Stop
yeah.
it.
So,
Yeah. The Bilderberg Group is shady.
It sounds like you're saying Build-A-Bear.
I like.
I know that's not what you're saying, but that's what it sounds like you're saying. The Build-A-Bear
The
Group.
Bilderberg Group.
Those motherfuckers.
Their goal is to build a giant robotic bear to destroy the world. New World Order. Kill bears.
Hashtag
Bears.
ain't so snuggly now, am I, bitch?
That's such a long hashtag.
That is. There's a lot of characters. There's
long.
one. That's not gonna catch on.
Nobody's gonna type
It's
that
gonna
out.
catch on.
You're not gonna type that out.
No, not at all.
Notable thing about the Bilderberg Group is that Hillary Clinton only attended once, and that was
Enough for her.
The meeting that preceded the Monica Lewinsky scandal. Yes.
So I guess they didn't want her in.
No,
That's
I
why
mean,
Monica came
I
in.
feel
No,
like they let her know.
Yeah, he's like
this is
trying
what's
to
going
say that
happen
like
this year.
she went to that meeting and they said
This is what's going to happen.
it's
gonna
gonna
get
come
a lot
out
of
that your
attention.
husband is a piece of shit. It's gonna be a really big fucking deal.
And we need
this
it.
is how you have to respond.
Yeah, we needed to get the public eye distracted. So here's what you do. It's not. I mean, there's a lot of
Poor Monica
correlations,
Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Poor her. Right? She wasn't invited to that meeting, but Bill Clinton, right before he became president, attended his first Bilderberg meeting. So he attended it, became president. Just seems a little strange. And then Sandy Berger is the national security advisor for the United States. He only attended one time, and that meeting was the meeting that preceded 9/11. So there's like, and he only went one time. It just like, and there's a lot of examples on that, on like people who attend the meeting and then like major events happen around that country or around that person where that person has to be in the public eye. It just seems like they're planning out events to keep people occupied in what they want them to be occupied in.
Yeah, because it's not the year after; it's the year before.
The year right before. Yeah, right? Why wouldn't you? Sandy Berger didn't attend in 2002. Seems like if he wants to learn and get more knowledge on like how to deal with this terrorist situation, he would attend after it happened. But he only attended before.
Yeah. He wouldn't you want to... I don't know. That's just really weird.
I think the Bilderberg Group is Illuminati, and they make it really obvious. Like, and it's not
they're
even.
like not
it
trying
shouldn't
to
even be
hide that.
legal. Like,
What? Why
I mean,
shouldn't it be legal?
I don't know. Like, it feels
It's
like
just
a
a
huge
club.
conflict of interest to have like an anonymous meeting with Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, the Queen of England, the Queen of the Netherlands, and future president, and also like CEOs of banks. CEOs of banks attend regularly, like almost every year.
Yeah.
And they
Media-
attend with Secretary of Treasuries, which doesn't like.
What does that have to do
All
with
the,
anything?
like every single mover and shaker in every industry.
They shouldn't be allowed in the same
They
room
all go.
to anonymously talk. The feds should be watching that, but they're not because they're also like they know what's going. They control the world, so they can make sure that it's not surveillanced.
Yeah.
Yet they can let the whole world know what's going on.
But you're not allowed it. You're not allowed to know about it. You're not allowed to attend unless you're invited.
No, you're allowed to know about it.
Yeah, you're going to know about it. The beauty of the Illuminati conspiracy is that you can call your group anything else, and like, you would know that it's the Illuminati. Like, no, like you can move in just the
But you
anonymity
know.
of that. You know, because like,
Like you just said it.
yeah, but you can say like, I know the Bilderberg Group. They meet every year in Germany, but there might be like another meeting or like another group, like, or a corporation that's just entirely Illuminati that we don't know about.
Oh, there's definitely.
Like
There
IBM could
has
just be
to be.
straight up Illuminati, period. Like, and we don't know.
So could
They
Microsoft.
could be like Microsoft. Anything could just be like, this is the Illuminati now, and how would we know?
Microsoft is Illuminati.
Yeah. Well, Bill Gates. He's
Yeah.
attended the Bilderberg meeting a couple of times. Jeff Bezos recently attended, and Mark Zuckerberg,
Reptilians.
CEO of Google. It just feels like they're feeding him their lines for when important things happen.
But they're already rich and famous. What else is going to happen to them? Maybe something bad will happen.
Innovation.
I hope not.
They don't want things to be new
Why?
because then they lose control. Rockefeller, if like you come up with something better than trains, then Rockefeller and his whole family go bankrupt like very quickly. Not bankrupt, but they
True.
start losing their wealth and losing their prestige. So you don't want anybody to make anything that will stop the status quo. So you keep them distracted, keep them watching TV, keep them outside of their basements working on stuff. Keep them watching things, keep them listening to music, keep them consumed. And then the people who do come up with those things.
We gotta do something about this.
Wait, the people who do come up with things get murdered. And there's
The guy with the car that ran on water?
Yes.
free energy suppression. 3 people two people have been murdered by the Illuminati because they came up with free energy alternatives. And that gets a lot of people who are in the Illuminati broke.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
You want to get into some of these people?
So, like,
There's a guy who legit cured cancer.
What? Why would you want cancer to continue to be a thing in this world? Why?
Well, that's not why they killed him. They killed him for his other thing. He made 2 things.
What else did he make?
He discovered, he was like a big into experimenting with radio waves, and he discovered a radio wave frequency that was proven to treat all forms of cancer, right? And it was on TV, he showed it, it worked. It's actually being researched now as a viable treatment method. So
Where is it being researched?
I wish I knew. I wish I wrote that down. But I can look that up for you. I can. But that's a good question. I didn't know where it was. If I said a hospital, I'll be making it up. But those same radio waves react with salt water, and it separates hydrogen and oxygen from the salt water. So you can have viable salt water and burn the salt, just free salt. There's plenty of salt water out there. Burn the salt. Use that as energy. And the byproduct is fresh water.
So he invented like 3 things. A fresh water like source.
As soon as he did that, off.
Dead.
Complications due to pneumonia treating his leukemia. His loved ones said he he was self-treating.
Well, yeah, because he knew how to cure it.
He knew like how to treat it. So why would he have complications with pneumonia being treated for his leukemia? They got to him, killed him.
That's awful.
I don't know.
It's not proven, but there's
It's
a
not
list
because
of people.
if you have leukemia and you also get pneumonia, you'll probably die.
Did he get pneumonia?
Or did someone come in with a pillow and just...
Did he? I don't know. We're talking... for other people listen, just smother him with a pillow.
Damn.
So, that's the guy who legit cured cancer. You got Stanley Meyer. He made the water fuel cell, cold fusion generators.
This is what I'm saying, the flux capacitor.
He was murdered in 1998.
Damn.
As soon as he
Shot
went
down
public.
in his prime.
Eugene Malouf, he made anti-gravity propulsion device that was said to be free energy.
Weren't we just talking about anti-gravity?
Like Bob Lazar.
Maybe. Yeah. Killed in 2004. Poisoned.
By Particle 115.
He ran out of
Or
the
Element 115.
He ran out of the restaurant saying his brother was going to meet him at the restaurant. He was meeting with 2 Hungarian investors about this one technology.
Yeah.
And he ran out of the restaurant. His brother was meeting him there. Saw him run out the restaurant. He yells out, "They poisoned me." Falls to the ground.
He had an aneurysm.
They say he had a brain aneurysm. That doesn't make sense, but okay.
And before he had his brain aneurysm, he yelled, "They poisoned me."
They poisoned me.
Apparently people with brain aneurysms can yell out some pretty scary things before it goes kerplunk.
Kerplunk, you?
Before all the lights go out.
I guess. All right. Well, that makes it a very good excuse, you know? If you can just say,
Kerplunk.
anybody who yells out that they're after me or coming to kill me or going to get me just had a brain aneurysm.
I mean, that's
You can
probably
kill anyone.
Yeah, you really can. You can poison anybody.
And
Don't though.
Don't.
Don't poison anybody?
No.
The first free energy suppression guy is Tesla.
Nikola Tesla?
They
Why-
killed him.
They didn't kill him. They made sure he was penniless when he died. And they also stole all of his inventions and used them for their agenda, like the radio.
What about that big, ginormous thing he was building for Hitler, right?
Yeah.
It's wireless energy. They say that he made it.
That he made Wi-Fi?
Not Wi-Fi. Like, imagine a world where your phone is just 100% charged because the electricity in the air charges it. You don't even have to plug it in.
That'd be pretty cool.
Everything is just powered by electricity.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
like
around.
not wireless internet,
Just
but wireless
everything.
energy.
You never would have to ever plug in anything again. It's just
Because
in the
there's
air.
just energy.
That would be amazing.
What if it could energize you?
That would be scary. I
Well-
would feel like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They made sure that wasn't going to happen, though, so they couldn't make money off of it.
You can regulate it. They regulate water.
But they're not going to make the same money as, like, hey, get this power from us. I feel
Yeah.
like they can't really control, like, if there was a way to, like,
They could monopolize the market.
why didn't they do that? It's free energy. The point is, like, if there's just energy around, why are you charging us for it?
Because
And if they did it, they can just get somebody up. Like, you could do it in your basement. And then, like, everyone has
Yeah.
free energy. You know, pirated movies, pirated energy.
Pirated energy?
The Illuminati wouldn't want that.
piracy is not a victimless crime. We've said this many times.
No, we haven't.
I have.
You have said it. You have said it right now.
I have said
You
it.
said piracy?
Yeah.
As, like, for music?
Sure. It's just not victimless.
Yeah, it's not. Music is mad Illuminati, by the way.
Oh yeah. The amount.
Do you
of
think that music
celebrities-
is like mad Illuminati, or do you think that it's just like popular to put Illuminati clues in your music videos because
Both.
it is?
Both.
people want to mess with the conspiracy theorists?
The thing about music is, let me see, how am I gonna say this? I know, like, I'm gonna make a good point. I promise I'm gonna make a good point. I just have to, like, pick the right. I'm just gonna pick
Combination
the
of
right thing.
words.
Okay, all right.
The thing
Chelsea
about
Potts.
music.
Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
No one wants to beat it.
She'll always remember that. The power of music is that it, like, educates you and, like, it puts words in your brain. It keeps them in your brain. Like, you store music and rhythmic signals in a different part of your brain that retains for longer.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be actually using music in our school systems and, like,
Well, we
ways
use-
to easily educate people.
We
But
do.
99% of the time, we put just gibberish that we don't learn anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no songs make sense.
No songs really teach you. And
Well, they all have Illuminati messages on them. Play it backwards.
So-
It's a message from the devil.
so they're filling the part of your brain that retains the most knowledge with gibberish. So you don't.
They don't want us to be made aware.
So that's why they would put a stranglehold on
The
the
man's
music
keeping
industry
us down.
and the movies, and so.
Well, of course the man's keeping us down. That's what he does.
And anytime there's new
That's what
music,
he always does.
anytime there's new music
Every single
independent
time.
of the Illuminati, like things that educate you, like, hey, the government sucks, and they're like hippies, the hippie movement,
Go
or
hippies.
police brutality with rap, or grunge, Sex Pistols. Those things that were
They
new
had
and
no message.
didn't have Illuminati influence, so they were vilified until the Illuminati could get influence
Could
on
take
that
it
music,
over.
and then it became popular music in like 3 years after. Like, think about rap in the 80s and how they were like,
In the 90s.
and the 90s, like, this
Yeah.
is poison to our children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? I just heard WAP on the radio. Their rap is the #1 genre, and it's fully supported. No governor or senator is saying anything bad about it. But in
Yeah,
the
but
80s
it's
and 90s, it was like
the
the
FCC.
devil's music.
Damn.
They wouldn't let him be.
It's Illuminati now.
FCC won't let me be.
So they don't care because
Do you have that problem?
Yeah. Consistently. Tell you what.
with the FCC.
Yeah. They won't leave us be. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
They don't want anybody.
Who's in the
to make
Illuminati today
anything.
besides celebrities?
Rockefeller, John D. Is it the Rockefeller family, the Rothschild family. No celebrity is in the Illuminati.
There's a lot
They probably
of
got the same
Illuminati
little bullshit
influencers.
Paper that I got. Yeah.
Like, for instance, Blue Ivy, one of the websites that I researched,
Baby Jay-Z.
Baby Jay-Z.
Baby Jay-Z, her names
She's so
as an
cute.
acronym are like,
Rockefeller Records, by the way.
I know. Rockaware.
Rockaware.
yeah.
I just wanted to.
But yeah, like her name as an acronym, like the Ivy is like Illuminati, very something, youngest something, Illuminati something. It was just really weird the way that they like figured it out.
Oh, that her name is like an acronym for the Illuminati?
Yeah. I was like, what? All right, it fits.
None of those symbols are really Illuminati symbols, though, like when the Illuminati started. They're
It's
actually like
Freemasonry,
Freemason symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only like real symbol that the Illuminati had was the Owl of Minerva.
Drake.
Yep, Drake.
OVO.
OVO.
Giant Owl.
So the
And
1%,
he's the number one artist in music.
the 1%
Crazy.
handle all of our affairs.
Yep.
Like, we weren't going to get the $2,000 stimulus. We all knew that. The Illuminati was like, nah, they already got the money that they needed. They're good.
And no, they don't care about it. I think they just only care if they don't want someone to make something that messes anything up.
Yeah, there's like a path that everybody needs to stay on, and the Illuminati is the corrector of that path to make sure everyone stays on that path.
Oil.
So if 9/11 has to happen for that path to continue to go on, well, then 9/11's going to happen.
Mhm.
Yep.
Which is awful, but that's...
Well, coronavirus is part of the Illuminati's plan.
It is.
For
It
sure.
is. The New World Order, right?
Exactly. There needs to be like a collective enemy of the world in order for the world to be more accepting of a one world government.
This actually comes to
Every revolution started out with like
totalitarianism.
with division, but then like it's the government that's doing it, and no matter and the coronavirus really, I guess, highlighted to me just like Republican, Democrat, they both really fuck up.
Ineptitudes.
Yeah, they both really fuck
Yeah.
up, and they really like don't understand what's going on they're so disconnected, and I think that would be a plan of the Illuminati to just be like, hey, it doesn't matter who your leaders are, they're messing up.
Yeah. I mean, so Russia is all like, hey, let's get on with China. Let's be cool with China, right? Okay. So yeah, that's basically what is happening. So when I was
I don't know about Russia and China.
so when I was looking
Stop.
Why the face?
I don't know. What's wrong with
WTF?
him?
What the face?
What did I do?
He was like,
I was just like,
you look like you look like Fiona.
oh my god, I look like our child.
Yes, you look like our daughter
Goof.
when you make that face.
Their daughter,
Yeah.
not our daughter.
We did not collectively have a
No.
child.
Can you have 3 parents? Like,
I
genetically
wish,
speaking?
yo.
Genetically
I want that to be
speaking?
invented. I want there to be like, yo, you can just have like a throuple baby.
Thruple baby?
Yeah.
You probably could pour some stuff in a cup, mix it around, and see what comes out.
That's not a
I
thruple
don't
baby.
think that's a throuple baby. I
No?
think that's just like one person getting left out.
That's
due
like
to
one.
chance.
That's like somebody's sperm wins. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
You know?
Well, what if it was 2 ladies? You know what? We're getting off
That would be
topic.
2
That'd be
babies
just 2
or
separate
just
babies.
1 baby.
Yeah, I want a throuple baby.
I don't know genetically if that could work. if you force,
You gotta force it.
you gotta force it.
It's I mean, it's got to be like a science baby.
You gotta like probably like.
You got to like
genetically
splice the
engineer a
DNA.
sperm. To
Yeah,
make it
like
both.
you have to make both
you gotta do
sperms
something.
get in one egg together.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
that possible?
Isn't that like twins of some kind? A type of twin? It seems like the type of like. Is that a conjoined twin?
I feel like it could be twins, but from like both different fathers. I don't know. I'm
Two
not
twins
sure.
from different
No.
Something's up.
Stop.
Sis.
This is not the topic of
Yeah,
the
the topic
podcast.
is the Illuminati.
So back to Russia.
Is that a conjoined twin? No, I don't think so.
You know
That's
who-
not how conjoined twins work.
You know who's trying to be a conjoined
Conjoined
twin?
twins happen when an egg splits, but not all the way. And then it keeps growing as if it did split all the way into two people. Alright, let's move on.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? The Illuminati?
Russia and China.
Russia and
Russia and
China.
China.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So they're the ones. So Putin's all like, let's get in with China and be buddies, right? Because he feels like the pandemic is like breaking down borders. People are really becoming like desperate on each other. And
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
he feels that once Russia and China are interlocked, that all the other European nations will follow suit, and then there'll be this huge, big superpower over
Over the US?
the U.S.
Oh shit.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm gonna straight up move there.
Like if
Yeah.
it was like
Like,
a movie or whatever, that would be like a cool plot twist.
I don't know what Britain would do.
Not
I don't
for
know
us.
if they would. I don't know. If they
no,
would.
it'd be for us. I'd straight up move there. What are you talking about? If they
No,
become
I
like
mean,
this
like-
awesome, like if I can go to Australia and China and Russia and not have to get like
A
go through
passport?
customs and stuff, deal.
Don't you not have to? You could go to all those places in Europe and not have to go through customs, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
You have to go through customs for every country you go to.
No, wait. I took a train to another country.
Yeah, no, you don't have to go through customs, but like on a plane. If
Yeah,
you
it's
you would have to
fluid.
go through customs to go to Australia.
Yeah, I want
Oh
that.
yeah.
I mean, we can talk about the benefits of the New World Order, like one currency.
Well, I've been hearing recently that the New
Yeah.
World Order is actually good, and that the bad World Order is the old World Order, the World Order that we're under now. And
Sounds
all this bad shit that we've been hearing about the New World Order is their bullshit propaganda that they're trying to convince us of. The New World Order is actually what we want.
The Illuminati has
That's-
won.
that's
already,
what
which
we
is what
want.
we're. That's what they did.
They won.
Government. You distrust the government. Government distrust is at an all-time high. You could be like, oh yeah, the Illuminati seems way better. It's their goal.
Absolutely. And with people that are, I mean, people have been talking about it for years. I mean, you know, in the 70s and the 80s, there were people writing books about how, you know, basically what ends up happening is paranoia adds to deficit spending and basic banking. I'm usually in bed by now.
The way
like,
that you
for
said deficit spending was so clutch.
So the thought was that there was something behind the banking industry, at one point.
There's definitely
Absolutely.
that was
in
the
banking
front.
industry
That
for
was the
sure.
front of the Illuminati.
Yeah, well,
Every-
didn't there, like, hold on, correct me if I'm wrong, which I definitely could be.
Sure.
But didn't they have a lot to do with the creation of the Federal Reserve
They were very involved in the
Question
Federal
about
Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
for the class?
They were involved.
Yes.
That's as much as I'm willing to comment.
Yeah, they were very,
this time.
very
Yeah.
much into like making gold, like making currency
Gold
not
bullion?
not backed with actual gold.
Yeah, they wanted to get rid of the gold standard. They were like, we don't need that anymore. Let's just have imaginary money. run by an imaginary government.
With barcodes.
Mhm.
Barcodes, and you just swipe it.
Yes.
Bill Gates is all about that.
I mean, we already have the watches, the Apple Pay and the Samsung Pay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, an archbishop had actually, he's a whistleblower, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano.
Yes.
And he had said that basically he was describing the coronavirus and the lockdowns as a possible prelude to the realization of a world government beyond all control.
Mm.
So this is furthering Putin's like political agenda to say, hey, it's possible, guys. Let's continue to break down these borders, these barriers. As far as like the key players in the Illuminati that exist as of today that are not celebrities, I mean, I had a lot of difficulty finding them, but however, what I found about Putin,
We got the Clintons.
we have the Clintons. I guess
They're famous.
yeah, to me they're famous.
They're famous. Yeah, you're right.
I would go like the Rockefellers.
Rockefellers.
Yeah.
big C.
The Vanderbilts.
Yes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Vanderbilts.
The Bundys. The who else?
And I think I said the Rothschilds, right?
The
Yeah.
Rothschilds. Yes, absolutely.
The Build-A-Bears.
The Bears, as everyone
The Chicago
knows.
Bears.
The Bears.
Chicago's the Bears.
Yeah, but I mean, what I found out about Russia and China really kind of blew my mind because they're like the biggest countries aside from the United
Yeah,
States.
can you imagine? Yeah, so the 13 bloodlines,
Ooh.
right? Okay. We have the Astor family.
Oh, okay.
The Bundy family.
Like that of Ted?
No.
Okay.
That'd be sick.
No relation.
If it was Ted, he would have got away with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they were like
He needed to call in a favor on that one.
they have like the Bundy family has like a lot of ties to American politicians, and they were also members of the Skull and Bones fraternity.
Okay.
The Collins family,
Astronauts?
astronauts,
Makes sense.
astronaut Michael Collins, and actress Joan Collins.
Wow.
The DuPonts.
Oh, wow.
The painters?
chemical company.
Oh,
The
chemicals.
yes, the DuPont family, the Freeman family.
Like Morgan?
No.
I think these are the people that owned Morgan Freeman's families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's awful.
Or when you were a free slave, you just automatically got the last name Freeman.
You did get the last name Freeman.
Really? That was just a given?
Some people just
Some
said
people
Freeman.
did,
I just
yeah.
want to be Freeman.
All right.
And some people
Yeah.
kept, Washington
Yeah.
Jefferson.
The Kennedy family.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they've had unfortunate falling outs.
Well, so
and that makes sense.
the
Yeah.
reason why JFK was assassinated is because he didn't want to go along with the Illuminati anymore.
Civil rights.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm down with civil rights." Like,
Who
I
wasn't
think
down
it's-
with civil rights?
Well,
The
a lot- like
Illuminati.
the Illuminati and like a whole lot of other people. I mean,
Sure.
Well,
I don't know
gotta
if you
put-
remember it or like have seen the news recently, but there's a lot of differing opinions.
Yeah.
If you judge
No,
it from
I get
their
it.
perspective, they're like, we already got a good control going on. Like, can we even control like these black people if they get rights? They want to
Civil
keep
rights-
everything the same.
The civil rights fight is always going to be on the forefront, I feel like, regardless.
I feel like they realized that recently, and they're cashing out on that now. With finally acknowledging like Black Lives Matter as a thing that, and the government needs to go in and change it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they the Illuminati is infiltrating like Black Lives Matter organizations. And,
I mean, again, that's another obvious thing. Like people
You've got
were
to.
supporting Black Lives Matter, and the media was like, "Fuck this is
they're
the worst
finally
thing ever."
They're finally
for
taking
Colin
it
Kaepernick.
seriously.
And because they finally took, but
Mm-hmm.
are they taking it seriously, or did they just get a phone call like, "Take it seriously now"?
They got the phone call.
Yeah, well, they were told you have to take
Yeah.
it seriously now.
Yeah. So
Who else we got?
The Lee family.
That's a pretty generic.
please say
Well-
Bruce.
No. No, this is like a super rich Chinese family.
The Onassis family?
The Onassis family.
So Jackie O and the Kennedys? They were both...
Well, no, it's Jackie's first husband and Jackie's second husband.
Ow.
Wait.
Wow.
Onassis is not her maiden name.
What is
That's
Jackie?
her second married name.
Yeah, but what is she about?
Oh, she got married after the assassination.
Yeah.
Oh,
To an
maybe.
Onassis.
Oh.
Wait a
First she was
minute.
married.
Wait a
Husbands in
minute.
the Illuminati.
So you're saying...
Two husbands in the Illuminati.
So you're saying she married JFK. They didn't like what JFK was doing. They killed JFK, and they took her and they just put her with another member of the family
Yeah.
that just was not blackballed.
That's what it looks like.
They're very influential Satanists.
Wow. Wow.
Apparently she was a key player in that time.
They wanted to keep her close?
No,
or-
well, she knew a lot, and
Yeah, she
they
knew a
liked
lot.
her, and she was probably, like, brainwashed in, like, the perfect
Sheesh.
way.
The American
you know?
people liked her.
I would feel like that should get talked about more. Like, there are only 12 of these families.
There's 13.
13.
Yeah. The Reynolds family.
Like Ryan?
It's obvious it's Ryan, right?
Yeah. He's Canadian.
How could it not be? The Rockefeller family.
It's the Rock.
The Rothschild family.
Rothschilds, yes.
The Russell family.
Like Kurt?
Like the basketballs?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No.
Okay, I'm going to say like the sports balls?
Yes. I'm not sure.
That doesn't... You going to say Spalding family next?
No, he was a minister, Charles T. Russell, and he played like a pretty key role in like some early shit.
Basketball being a thing.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to laugh, just watch basketball games with like the first year basketball was invented. Like,
It's
The
probably
first year
hilarious.
basketball was invented.
like the first like video of people playing a basketball game is the funniest thing ever.
What year is this
Like
video?
the 80s?
No, like the 50s. The 50s
Oh, the
and before the like before the
50s.
50s. Yeah. And they like shoot like underhand, like if Shaq was there.
Oh my god.
If Shaq was there, Shaq-a-rooney.
It's a chacaroni. It's gonna end racism.
Papa John's is racist. Wait, who did you say fuck before? Fuck. You said fuck somebody, but really fuck Papa John's.
Well, yeah, of course, fuck Papa John.
Really fuck Papa John's.
Fuck Papa.
I'm not like Shaq tried
They're
to.
good.
But
Garlic
Papa
sauce,
John's
though.
out and Shaq is in.
That's what they want you to think. They want Shaq to end racism. But Shaq isn't going to
do
end
it. He can
Papa
do
John's
it.
racism with just too many fucking pepperonis on a pizza.
Chacaroni.
Shaq-a-rooney, I just put too many on his pizza.
The Earth's flat.
Ah, he's a flat earther?
Yeah.
He is a flat earther.
Don't get upset about Shaq.
Don't. It's alright.
Relax.
He's mean to children.
He is. We watched the whole. Have you ever seen Shaq Life? It's his reality TV show.
No.
Okay, so
Is he mean or is he just
Here's his
being,
thing.
he's not mean. He's great, but he's like a dick because he's like super obsessed with like being the best ever. Like there was like this one part of where he like walked up to a little kid, made this little kid play against him in a game. The little kid was like, "No, I don't want to," and he was like, "Well, you have to because I'm giving a shit ton of money to like this charity that's like benefiting you or whatever."
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the kid,
Beats his
like
ass.
beats the kid's ass, and the kid's like, "Oh shit, yeah, like you won," and Shaq's like, "I won because I'm the best in the world. Don't ever forget that."
Yeah, that
And
really
just,
happened.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
walks away.
What?
It's such a good, but
That's
he did
gotta
give
be
like, but he did like there was
Here's $10,000 for your
Here's
charity. I'm better than you
$10,000.
guys.
I'm better than you.
And I'm going to show you.
That's gotta be like
It's
a little
such
bit.
a good show, though.
Alright,
It's
It was
such
so
a
check
good
it
addicting.
out.
Just him being just such a dick. And like I feel so bad for him because he was born super huge. Like he
Yeah.
was
He's
gonna
a
be successful. He's a
giant.
giant, right?
Yeah, he's
So-
like if he was born in 1900,
He would-
he would have
He would not have the life.
he would have been a circus freak.
Yeah.
That would be the best case scenario.
Yeah,
for Shaq.
best
Yeah.
case scenario, he would have been a giant man in a circus.
Times have really changed for tall people.
No, it's just the invention of basketball.
Also black.
Oh, also black people.
Well, yeah.
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 In the 1900s, he might not be a circus. He would
He
pray to
could've.
be a circus freak. But yeah,
Yeah.
Shaq is just big. He wants to know if he wasn't big, would he still be successful?
Would he still be the greatest
still be
if
the
he wasn't
greatest?
7 feet tall? I don't know.
Survivor. Was that Survivor's Guilt? Is that what that is?
It's imposter
It's
syndrome.
imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, where he's just like, I was just born with this. Am I really that
I
good?
was just born this way.
I'm gonna
Fabulous.
end racism with a pizza.
Shakaroni.
Shakaroni.
It's
They just open the
shakaroni.
pizza box and it's Shaq.
That was the commercial.
When you open up the pizza box, the I Have a Dream speech starts playing.
Oh,
Stop.
recited by Shaq.
And then Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
Who else we got?
Shaq has a platinum album. He's definitely Illuminati. He's in music.
What's his DJ name? DJ Diesel?
Yes.
Yeah, DJ Diesel.
Oh my God.
The Van Dunn family. Which is
That was
like
it?
yeah, that's the last one is the Van Dunn family. They're probably
never
like
even
the
heard of them.
they're like the least well-known Illuminati family.
Maybe they should be running it.
Yeah, they might be.
So we had a bit of an audio mishap.
We did.
And the rest of our interviewed Illuminati episode with Ian Vaughan did not make it.
One of the victims of the glitch.
One of the victims of 2020. The last victim of 2020.
Truly. Hopefully.
Yes. But you can still actually catch the original last part of this episode on our IGTV. You can watch it. The end of the episode, we actually accidentally stumble onto the realization that Ian's brother may have been killed by the Illuminati. So if you're interested in that, go and check it out.
Yeah. Give it a look-see.
Yep, but we have had a great time.
Yeah. We do this for what, like 8 months now?
This podcast?
Yeah.
No, not for the people.
Oh,
Like
no, no,
for
for
each
people.
for each other. We've been
For each other, I feel like we've been doing it for like 20 years.
we've been doing it for each other for 20 years, and for the public we've been doing it since November.
Oh.
So we ended 2020 like since the end of November.
I see.
We have been doing this. So we ended 2020 with Obviously It's Fake the podcast. And it was a great way to end it.
I think so. I mean, of all the things that happened, onwards and upwards.
There you go.
Pull up your bootstraps.
When you know better, you do better.
When in Rome.
I don't know if that's all right.
We watched Anchorman today.
Oh, did you?
Before he came over.
Anyway, don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
rate it,
Share it.
follow us. We have Twitter, Instagram, all of those
Like
things.
us on tweeters.
Yes. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.